Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. Thanks for being patient. So as you can see, we're in a new setup because we've moved. So this is going to be the new backdrop. It's got a lot more natural light, which is really nice for these videos. So you guys will actually be able to see how the makeup plays during the daytime. Natural light is always the best light to do your makeup in if you're curious. So today I'm going to be doing my kind of take on 60s inspired makeup, and I tried to do this like a week ago and it did not go well. I am inspired by the 60s, but it's not my usual style. It's definitely more dramatic than what I'm used to, so we're just gonna kind of take it easy, and it'll definitely be 60s inspired. There's gonna be dramatic eyes, pale skin, pale, cheeks, and kind of faint lips. So it's definitely going to be 60s, but yeah, we'll just take it easy on ourselves. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So I started by priming my face with my Tula skincare Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm under my eyes. And then I also added a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. These are known for having their packaging wear off the bottle. It's odd because they're so expensive. You would think they could keep the wording on the bottle, but apparently not. So I'm gonna start with this Candid Glow foundation from Revlon. I've been loving this stuff. This stuff is great. It's from the drugstore and it works really well. They have a pretty good shade range, and for me, I really like it because it's natural on the skin. It looks just like your skin but better, and it's really weightless on the skin. Once I put it on and it dries down, it's like I'm not wearing anything, and it gives me just the right amount of coverage. I would say that it probably translates kind of similarly to a oh my gosh, the Glossier skin tint kind of. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's very faint. It gives a very light coverage. This maybe gives a little bit more coverage than that one does, but you makeup girls, you know which one I'm talking about. It's a cult favorite. So I really like this for summertime, especially when you want to even out your skin tone without, adding a lot of extra, weight to your skin. Next, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline FitMe concealer in the shade 10 Fair. Actually, this, the Candid Glow is in the shade 240 Natural Beige. And I'm just going to kind of barely conceal. I saw a lot of the 60s makeup. I mean, it was pretty minimal face makeup for the most part. No contouring, barely any bronzer, very faint natural blush. It was very just natural skin and then super dramatic eyes. So yeah, I feel like that natural skin combination with the really dramatic eyes really makes the eyes pop, because the rest of the face is doing practically nothing. So your eyes just look like Jesus Christ once you don't have anything else on your face. Okay, that looks good. So next I'm going to use this Wander face duo. It's a blush and bronzer duo. It's called Trip for Two. I'm going to use it because it's very natural, kind of fair tones. So I'm going to take a very big fluffy brush and I'm going to dip that into the bronzer, and I'm just barely going to bronze my face, like 2 taps, and then tap off the excess and just very lightly on the edge of my face give a little bit of color just to waken it up. See, that's just the lightest dusting of color. This is definitely, 60s is definitely not a bronzy time, but I am going to define my jaw because you can never have too defined a jawline. And then for the blush, so the bronzer was in the shade Costa and then the blush is in the shade Bellini, and I'm just going to take 1, 2 dots of that, just barely anything, and put it right on the apples, just for the faintest blush moment. It's a very pale pink blush, and I saw a lot of that when I was looking for 60s makeup inspo. So the eyes are really, the last time I filmed this, the eyes are the tricky part. I found that they put the darkness above the lid, and then they put, like, the actual lid itself is a lot lighter, and then they have a very dramatic eyeliner look and full lashes. That's very hard for me. Usually my darkness I put in the corner of my eye, and I put the lightness on the inner corner. So, oh my gosh, the first time I tried it, it did not work out. But we're gonna go for it. So, in order to do a seamless look without it being too dark, I'm actually gonna use my bronzer that I just put on as the darkening shade. So I'm gonna take on this tiny little brush, and I'm gonna start to kind of, okay, so see how my eyes are? They kind of hood a little bit. So I'm gonna try to kind of follow the hood of my eye and shade that area only. And they kind of take it kind of high up the brow bone area. I'm doing it really light because I did it really dramatic last time, and it just, it was a mess. And I'm not taking that deepness too far into the inner corner. I like to always leave that part pretty light. So I think I'm gonna leave that at that. And I've got this Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I'm gonna take this shade here, Flower Child, and I'm gonna put that all over the lid to kind of lighten the lid because I have a very light lid. And actually, I think I'm gonna take it on my finger and use my finger to apply it. Just see how that goes. You can always play with finger and brush application and just kind of see if you like, you know, how it's going. Hoping you guys can see this okay. Gosh, the window has like a lot of, ooh, nope, too dark. Try again. We're testing lighting here, folks. Okay. It's gonna be a work in progress. I feel like I don't see much of a difference. So I'm gonna use this white shade Charmer. I'm gonna put that on. See how that goes. Okay, that's a little better. I mean, I'm not going for like full on twiggy effect. That's too much for me, but we're gonna, you know, do my own style. Okay, so I'm gonna just maybe deepen up this shade right here just a little more. Give it a little more intensity, but not much. Okay, and I'm gonna take that on my lower lash line. Next comes the liner. How exciting. Now the liner it's very dramatic, so we're gonna just see how this goes. Okay. I'm gonna take this brown L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye that I always use. It's in a pen, so it's really easy for me to apply. I always like to do eyeliner with the easiest application possible. I don't want to make it any harder on myself than it already is. So I think I'm gonna start by outlining the wing that I want to make. And it's gonna be very dramatic. Okay, now I have to let that sit because the eyeliner's gotta dry. When you do eyeliner like this, that's this dramatic, you can't open your eyes too much for a little while because you need it to dry before you can do the next one. So we'll all just take a little break. If you guys have any other kind of makeup that you want to see me do on this channel, definitely let me know. We live by Mopac. I don't know if you can hear that motorcycle. We get a lot of motorcycle sounds. Yeah, just definitely know what you guys want me to do. I'm not posting as much, but I still want to be on here doing stuff. So it's, you know, I'm still in the mix and wanting to be more, you know, intentional with what I'm posting since I'm not posting as often. I can already tell I'm gonna have to clean up this side. That is okay. I would say that eyeliner and I have a love-hate relationship. I feel like I look like Cleopatra. Gotta keep my eyelids pretty closed. What's better? Wow, this is actually kind of looking pretty 60s. I'm a little proud of myself. This went horribly awry the last time that I tried to do it. I didn't even get past the eyeshadow. It was disastrous. And I think that happens a lot to me when I'm like trying too hard to do a certain type of look. I'm trying to be too dramatic, or I'm trying to be, you know, I'm not being myself. I feel like when I put too much pressure on myself to make a look exactly kind of how other people do it, and I don't do my own twist on it, I feel like it doesn't go as well as I would like it to. So I'm trying to remind myself, like, just do it your way. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to take some of this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray Setting Spray. You guys, if you are looking for a good setting spray from the drugstore, this is it. I really like this one. It's cheap, there's a lot of product in it, and it works. And I'm just gonna douse my face in this and try to kind of set my eyeliner in place. It has a pretty fine mister for being a drugstore product. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. And then I'm gonna do eyelashes now. Actually, I'm gonna do eyebrows. So eyebrows are really simple. They just want natural brows and they want them super fluffed up. That's all it is. They're very feathery brows. So I'm gonna brush all my brow hairs up, get them nice and feathery, and just kind of leave it at that. That's all it is to it. Kind of fill in this one little area. There you go. That's brows. The 60s was a funny time. Some things were really natural and some things were definitely not. Okay, so this is the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara. This is a drugstore kind of day, I guess. I don't know what else to say. It's drugstore time. But that's great because that means it's, you know, affordable for everyone. I love the drugstore. So lashes are ridiculous in the 60s. They have big, bold lashes to match big, bold eyeliner. And the really key thing is that they really overdo the bottom lashes, not just the top. And for me, that's like, oh my gosh, no. I hate putting mascara on my bottom lashes, but it's 60s day, so we're gonna do it. This is way more mascara than I normally put on. Okay, and I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I do my bottom lashes, I like to first kind of wiggle the wand over everybody, make sure we're all kind of working together nicely, and then kind of go in and kind of fan out the lashes. I can't even see what's going on this side. Right, I need to see a mirror. I'm still getting used to shooting in this. This is my first like real shoot in this setting, and it's definitely not completely easy. See, this is why I don't do my bottom lashes, you guys. Look at this. I don't know how these women were doing this. This is a total disaster. So, oh my gosh, this is horrible. So my under eyes, like look at my under eyes. They look hideous. There's so much. Oh my god, this is horrible. I mean, we're gonna stick with what we've got, but I've really gotta clean that up. I don't know how they did that in the 60s. That really, like, I don't know. I just honestly don't know how they did that. Maybe they put their concealer on after all their mascara. I don't know. That's the only thing that I can think. Okay, now the last thing is lips, and because they do almost absolutely nothing for the lips, I'm gonna try. They're really usually very pale. I don't really wear a lot of pale lip products, so I'm gonna kind of see how this looks. This is the Milk Makeup blush and cheek stick in the shade Work, and it's just a very matte, kind of similar to my lip color. I think it looks pretty good. It's just a lot paler and a lot kind of more, I don't know. It's definitely, I wouldn't wear it every day, but I think it looks cute. So this is the 60s makeup look. Big eyes, fluffy brows, light pale kind of cheeks and lips, and yeah, this is it. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for always hanging in there with me and sticking around for all sorts of time frames when I post, and I'll see you next time. Bye.